Hi guys, welcome back. So last week we went through 5 foods that actually help reduce inflammation in the body and improve energy. And this week we're going to go through 5 foods that are hidden energy drainers, meaning that they increase inflammation in the body. So if you're always tired, craving high sugar foods, and relying on caffeine to get through the day, then this might be because of these foods. Research consistently shows that diets high in the 5 foods I'm going to go through today are linked to higher chronic inflammation. Large population studies show that people who eat processed meats regularly, like sausages, bacon, deli meats, they have significantly higher inflammatory markers in the body. This is because these foods have preservatives such as nitrates, which when consumed regularly are linked to chronic inflammation. Now, this isn't about never having them, okay? If you never have them, great. But I know it can be hard. So it's about not having them every day, because if you do, the inflammation is building up quietly. I'm curious, are you someone who eats deli meats every day? Let me know in the comments, because if you are, I can give you some healthier alternatives. When we refer to omega-6 oils, we're talking about your sunflower oil, your corn oil, soybean oil, rapeseed oil, or those that have a generic vegetable oil name. Now, omega-6 fats aren't bad, okay? We actually need them. And we can also get them from things like nuts. However, it becomes a problem when our omega-6 fats and omega-3 fat ratio is out of balance. So traditionally, humans consumed omega-6s and omega-3s in a ratio of 2:1. But nowadays, that ratio is more like 20:1. And this pushes the body into more of an inflammatory state. Sorry. And research links this to low energy, mood dysregulation, and even hormone imbalances. Now, the tricky thing is omega-6 oils are in everything, even in your prepackaged healthy snacks. So when you're cooking at home, opt for your olive oil, your coconut oil, and your butter or your ghee. And if you do go, and buy prepackaged foods, just have a look at the ingredients list and try to choose ones that don't contain these oils. Another thing that people miss is that how animals are raised matters. So if you're going for your conventional grain-fed and corn-fed beef and poultry, they tend to be higher in omega-6s compared to animals that are raised grass-fed and organically. So choosing grass-fed beef, pasture-raised eggs, these can quietly bring the ratio back into balance. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Jill and I help busy women simplify nutrition and enjoy food again without guilt. So if this is a bit of you, hit subscribe because I post every Thursday. And as I said, last week I created a video on anti-inflammatory foods that you can easily include in your diet, and you'll be able to find the video on the screen somewhere. Over 50% of the Western diet is now made up of ultra-processed foods. How sad is that? Research shows that the higher intake of processed convenience foods leads to higher inflammation in the body, more fatigue, and metabolic stress. I get it, they're quick, they're convenient, but they're very low in nutrients and they're full of additives that drain your energy over time and can increase your risk of disease. Now, if you're someone that needs easy, healthy snacks on the go, I have a free PDF in the comment section that lists 25 of them. Here I'm talking about your white bread, your sweets, your sweetened coffees, your pastries. And the reason why this is such a problem is because, especially for your energy, is because they create blood sugar spikes and then they give you crashes, which leads to fatigue. Now, studies repeatedly show that blood sugar spikes lead to poor concentration, lower energy, and higher cravings, which leaves women in this binge cycle of snacking and needing caffeine just to get through the day. Now, I know you're not going to like this one, but research shows that even small amounts of regular alcohol intake will lead to sleep disruption, gut health, and blood sugar dysregulation. Now, you might find that you sleep quicker after drinking, but research shows that the sleep is less restorative. Now, it's not just your food, okay? Your nervous system matters. And if you're constantly in a state of stress, on the go, constant to-do lists, your body is producing a lot of cortisol, and cortisol leads to inflammation. So it's really important. I know you're very busy and I know some things have to take place and sometimes you can't take as many breaks as you'd like, but at least try to incorporate some meditation in there, take a few breaks, go for walks, do some belly breathing. These all really help in lowering your inflammation and it will do wonders to your health over time. Now, none of these foods are bad occasionally, okay? They're a problem when they're consumed every day. Because chronic inflammation doesn't scream, it whispers. And the first sign is low energy. That's it for me. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it helps more women find the video. And I'll see you next Thursday.